care about you taking pictures of me. You a celebrity, ain't you?
Hey, bud.
Ain't you trying to do something?
Hey, bud. What's up, bud? Stay right here.
The Harvard Effect by John Leslie Brown.
It's the door of opportunity. Now, to some, it may look closed, but remember, it's unlocked. So many of us never open up that door of opportunity, never utilize the resources or develop the relationships that get them in that door. But keep in mind, the door of opportunity only opens for those that don't close the windows of their imagination.
So from $3,000 to $300, because we want you to be a part of our beta test. We want bragging rights, because I know that once you get access to an online portal, you participate.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I thought you was a cool guy.
You thought wrong, bro. You don't put no camera in no grown man face without asking.
But you're a celebrity.
Man, I'm a 60 crip, bro. First.
Okay.
All right, so learn about that, my nigga.
Okay.
Don't play with me.
Hey.
Don't play
All
with
we
me.
trying to do is take pictures.
Don't play with me. But you was real slick backing up because you knew I ain't want no pictures.
No, I was
took.
backing up, so I was trying to get you full body,
Nah,
to be honest.
but you jumped out like you was doing something slick. But you was slipping though. So next time you do something slick, make sure you ain't slicking. Next time you do something slick, make sure you ain't slipping.
Okay, but I mean, y'all are both
Stop
celebrities.
yelling though. Stop yelling. Cause you got your voice fucked up.
Okay, well, how was I supposed to know? I come
told
out on
you.
people all the time. They do full-blown interviews.
It's all good. I'm just saying he's still a person. You feel me?
It's cool.
Okay.
You got cousins and brothers
It's cool.
and shit. That's
What you got in your bag? You don't like nobody in your shit against the grain, right?
Because he gonna go to jail if he steals something out that car.
Stop.
Man,
I better
quit
not do
playing.
nothing.
You better fix your hair. That shit look weak. And your teeth fucked up, bro. You gotta get your shit together. You can't hop out on no grown man, put a camera in his face with your teeth fucked up. You feel me? Get your shit together. I'm not from this
Why
old
you
funny
rap,
world
though?
you from.
You rap, though?
I'm not from this world you from, bro.
Okay.
I don't go by these rules, homie.
Okay.
And I've been to jail. That don't threaten me, bro. Trust me. If I had a bad day, I'd have tested your jaw.
Okay.
And I'd have got my homegirl to test your jaw.
Okay, and
So
y'all
don't
gonna
talk.
go to jail
Don't.
and you just
I'm not
said you've been before.
I ain't tripping on jail. I trip on respect.
Okay.
I'm willing to die behind mine, let alone go to jail.
Okay, but all I'm saying is
So
it's just a camera.
ain't nothing you gonna say. You gonna
I didn't
respect
say
me. You gonna
nothing to
respect
you.
my line though,
I'm
as well
already
as your
stuck.
boy. All right, so look, whatever the case is, homie, it's a right way to do shit. It's a wrong way to do it. You don't jump out on me. This nigga's getting killed out here. Don't jump out on me, homie.
Okay.
You understand that?
Okay.
All right. So next
All right.
time you do that, make sure your doors ain't unlocked. Make sure your phone ain't slipping. And you lucky I wasn't on no bullshit today, because I would have tested your jaw. Trust
Okay.
me.
All right.
You feel me? Quote me on that. Neighborhood victory lap on the way.
Okay.
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 Turn up for the summer satisfaction. Put your top down, cause it's time for some action. We got our Ray-Bans and our rubber bands. For the summer plans, we bout to throw a summer jam. 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 The season has arrived, it's time to drop the top. I remember we did not even have no tops to drop, or a spot to squat, or a yacht to cop. But it don't matter now, yeah, my rain is screaming Mazel Tov. They think you walk on water when you can pop a bottle. Pop it to the top of the charts to motivate the models. Follow me now, industry, keep them in my funnel. Cake, 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 I think I give them stomach aches. Switching lanes on them lanes, never push the brakes. No, our story ain't the same, and our money ain't the same. We in the same city, but my zip code changed. Postal envy, now my code is Da Vinci. So convincing, I don't know who could bench me. Life coach might throw the game for a green roach. High hopes, why you acting like you can't die for? Young and invincible, them haters are invisible. Turn up for some summer satisfaction. Put your top down, cause it's time for some action. We got our Ray-Bans and our rubber bands. For the summer plan, we bout to throw a summer jam. Turn up for some summer satisfaction. Put your top down, cause it's time for some action. We got our Ray-Bans and our rubber bands. For the summer plans, we bout to throw a summer jam. Winter, spring, fall, ain't got nothing on the summer. Only fashion I need is my glasses. Now I'm Stevie Wonder. Them women can't see me coming. I'm cheesing and she don't know it's there's no reason for me to be leaving without something to fulfill my needs. All I need is just some loving and some lemonade. Strawberry, raspberry, you know I don't discriminate. Some good conversation without the shade. We could take a workcation, you know I'm paid. Turn up for some summer satisfaction. Put your top down, cause it's time for some action. We got our Ray-Bans and our rubber bands. For the summer plan, we bout to throw a summer jam. Turn up for some summer satisfaction. Put your top down, cause it's time for some action. We got our Ray-Bans and our rubber bands. For the summer plans, we bout to throw a summer jam. This summer, this summer, this summer. Tank tops and white beaters, heartbreakers and rough shakers. Trying to find a way to make it through another day. Summer, this summer, this summer, this summer. Daisy Dukes and getting loose so high we parachute until we tan in our own little promised land. Turn up for some summer satisfaction. Put your top down, cause it's time for some action. We got our Ray-Bans and our rubber bands. For the summer plan, we bout to throw a summer jam. Turn up for some summer satisfaction. Put your top down, cause it's time for some action. We got our Ray-Bans and our rubber bands. For the summer plans, we bout to throw a summer jam.
And we are live. Put the number 1 in your message box. Let me know where you are in the world, even if you're watching this on replay. This is John Leslie Brown, Les Brown's baby boy, Honor Phoenix Brown's pride and joy. Let me know where you are in the world right now, even if you're watching a replay. Let's get right into it. I was getting my morning workout in and reading a book called The Millionaire Mind. And I came across this interesting concept and put my own little twist on it. On one page, I just remember seeing the words critics and mentors. And so today I want to talk to you about critics versus mentors. And the real question I want to dive into, let me know where. Thank you, Chris Richard, Melissa Steele. Thank you so much for all of you all tuning in, for taking time out of your busy schedule. Isaac Chavez, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I know that it's a lot of times you want to tune into a live and you get busy, so you tune away. So for those that stick with me to the end, I got some powerful jewels for you today. Talking about criticism versus mentorship, okay? Now there's a big difference. There's a big difference between criticism versus mentorship. That's the first point that I want to make. There's a big difference between the criticism and mentorship. Here's the first point I want to make. Mentorship is the most powerful form of influence on the planet. Mentorship is the most powerful form of influence on the planet. When I was reading this book, The Millionaire Mind, one of the things that all the millionaires, over 733 millionaires that they interviewed, all of them agreed on is that no one makes it by themselves. Put number 2 in your message box. Let me know if you agree. If you're doing good right now in your life, if you're happy, if you're driving in your dream car, living in your dream house, and you got a dream life, and put the number 2 in your message box. I think I could get some thumbs up or some hearts for this right now. Put the number 2 in your message box if you know that no one makes it by themselves. No one does. Thank you, Isaac. No one makes it by themselves. So what happens every now and then when you are worthy, when you are focused, when you are dedicated, you will take actions towards a goal that you did not know that you could reach. And as a matter of fact, you could not reach it until someone showed up to mentor you beyond your own comfort zone, beyond your own capacity level. Yes, yes, yes. Are you feeling me on this? If you got a powerful mentor in your life, then you know that mentors are priceless. Thank you, Donald Tolson. Mentors are priceless. Thank you, Albert Watkins. Because when we look at ourselves in the mirror, we see a single image. But what happens, every mentor deposits something into your cosmic bank account. They deposit something into your spirit. They deposit jewels into your mind. And so when you have mentors, you have a team behind you. You have a team that can help you better your best. Mentors help you better your best. Now, that does not mean that they gas you up. That does not mean that they always say something positive to you. But it does mean that mentors, when you're doing your best, your mentors can see what you're doing and they are thinking in their mind, you can do better. And here's how. Now, critics, that's a whole different story. Some people have not learned how to be proper mentors and they think that they're doing you a favor by criticizing you. Have you ever been criticized? Put the number 3 in your message box if you've ever been criticized. Put the number 3 in your message box if you've ever been criticized. Criticism is a dangerous force for negativity. Criticism. And so I want you to start to look at your life and ask yourself, do you have more mentors in your life or more critics? Wow. Do you have more mentors in your life or more critics? And do you listen to the critics in your life more than you do the mentors? Woo! Goodness gracious. Criticism is the opposite of mentorship. And put the number 3. I'd like to say that. Put the number 3. I know you might be driving, so just wait till you pull over and watch the replay. I'd like to know that what I'm saying is resonating with someone, because in my mind, I have experienced some things in business, professionally, personally. I've experienced some things where I think that I'm in a position, a unique position to mentor some people, to help pull out some things that might not have been there. And that's why I'm doing this right now. Why? Because if you go on YouTube right now, you can see all kinds of people and it's called clickbait, where you use a popular name and you put them in your search subject level because people know that they're searching this name a lot. And guess what? They criticize people all day long. They criticize LeBron James. They criticize Kanye West. They criticize Democrats, or they criticize Republicans. They criticize people in politics, or they criticize people in fashion, or they're criticizing Nicki Minaj, or they're criticizing Cardi B, or they're criticizing someone. But here's the difference between criticism and mentorship. Criticism pulls you down. Mentorships pulls you up. Come on now. Put the number 3 in your message box if you agree. Criticism yanks you down, but mentorship pulls you up. So here's what my assignment for you is. My assignment for you today. Make sure that if you care about someone, if you love someone, if you see someone and you want them to better their best, make sure that you're not criticizing them, because criticism can stop you in your tracks when you're trying to make progress, okay? Make sure, my dad says this quote, and I think it's powerful. He said, there's never been a statue erected to a critic. I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell at you. I'm just a little excited about that. There's never been a statue erected to a critic. And I remember being in the audience when he was talking to thousands of people, and he said, what does he mean by that? That means sometimes when you have something negative to say about someone, you just need to keep your mouth shut. Because you think by saying something negative about them that that's going to lift you up, like you're some great authority on all that is good and all that is well. However, no. Criticism does not improve anyone. Criticism cannot propel anyone further. So for the next 7 days, I want you to go 7 days and do 3 things. Number 1, don't criticize anyone or anything for 7 days straight. Can you do that? Can you do that? Don't criticize anyone. Even if it seems like you want to, even if you have the urge to. Don't criticize anyone anywhere for the next 7 days. Why? There's never been a statue erected to a critic, and you need to be focused on your own personal growth and development. As a matter of fact, the second thing I want you to do is I want you to re-establish a firm relationship with some mentors. Some mentors that will elevate you. Some mentors that believe in you. I'm working with
Mr. Fred Smith. We're working on some projects helping people scale businesses globally. We had a meeting, we had a powwow, and immediately he started sending me all types of material where we're going to be launching and roll things out in 2019 and beyond. And it's rare that you have a mentor like I do in Les Brown, that you have a mentor like I have in Bernie Dorman, that you have a mentor like I have in Fred Smith and so many others. One of my mentors just had a birthday. And I have so many great mentors that when I think about giving up, my mentors pull me up because I see what they're doing. One of my mentors, Farrah Gray, I see what they're doing. I see how they're marketing online. I see how they're always pushing the envelope. I see how they're out and about, building new relationships, going to seminars and workshops. So if you've forgotten the power of mentorship, so the first thing is what? Don't criticize anyone for the next 7 days and see how you feel. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to attach yourself to a new mentor or an older mentor that you lost contact with. Don't feel insecure because you need mentorship. I remember listening to Lisa Nichols, and she had the privilege of being on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And during a commercial break, and you all might be familiar with the story, during the commercial break, Oprah asked Lisa Nichols, she said, how many mentors do you have? How many coaches do you have? And Lisa Nichols thought she was doing something. She said, well, I've got 4. And Oprah said, 4? So Lisa said, well, how many do you have, Oprah? She said, I have 7. Now here, Lisa Nichols' dream was to be on Oprah's show all her life. She had visualized her couch. She saw that little white couch that she wanted. She had dreamed about that. And during the commercial break, Oprah, though she's a billionaire, though she's an internationally, globally recognized brand, she had nearly double the mentors that Lisa Nichols had. And so that taught Lisa, and it taught me, that she needed to get her mentorship up. She needed to keep on working on herself and to establish some new mentors. Because if Oprah needed 7 mentors, then what was she doing with 4? Goodness gracious. I'm glad you love this, Chris Richards. Thank you so much. Yes, yes. So right now, I want you to look at your life, and I want you to ask yourself the question, critics versus mentors. Who are you going to be close to going into this next year, going into this 4th quarter? Critics versus mentors. And which one will you be? Will you be known as a critic, or will you be a mentor? So the first thing, stop criticizing anyone or anything for the next 7 days. Now here's the big key to that. Now, that's the first thing. The second thing is reestablish a firm relationship with some mentors. Mentors on YouTube. I've been mentored by Zig Ziglar this week. He's not alive anymore, but he's still my mentor. I'm mentored by this man right here, Dr. Howard Thurman. He's not around anymore, but I'm being mentored by him. I'm open. I'm open to learn what they have to teach me. I'm going to really focus in because I know that they've created some timeless pieces of work, and I would like to be influenced by that. Mentorship is a direct measurement of the power of positive influence. And influence is about leadership. And a lot of times we get lost and get stuck in a rut because we stop being led by powerful mentors. And here's the third key. Are you ready for this one? This is a tough one. Don't criticize yourself for the next 24 hours. Wow. I know that's heavy. It sounds light, but I know that's heavy. Don't criticize yourself for the next 24 hours and find yourself. You might have a stomach that might be bigger than you want it to be. Guess what? Don't criticize yourself when you look in the mirror. Don't criticize yourself. Don't criticize yourself, okay? Don't. Just stop it. For 24 hours, I want you not to criticize yourself. Not to say anything negative about yourself for 24 hours. Put the number 4 in your message box if you can do that. If you can just say, hey, you know what? I'm really tough on myself. I think about some opportunities that I messed up in the past. I think about some relationships that I had in the past that I don't have anymore. And sometimes I'm tough on myself. And then no one's around. Sometimes I criticize myself when no one's looking. Am I the only one that's done that? I'm sure I'm not. Put the number 4 in your message box if you can relate to what I'm saying. So that's your assignment for the next 7 days. Don't criticize anyone else. Don't criticize your parents. Don't criticize your friends. Don't criticize your enemies. Sometimes I watch the news, and sometimes I watch the news channels of people that I don't like. And I just talk bad about them. I just want to see what thing they're going to say. And sometimes I just don't like the shape of their head. I said, oh, I don't like the way her face looks. Oh yeah, that guy's handsome, but he's not very intelligent. And sometimes I sit back, and a lot of times I was watching the news this year for the first time, and I found myself, you'll see it on the sign, I found myself criticizing people on the news that I never met. And I was watching their shows just to criticize them. Okay? Thank you for those 4s, if you can relate. So what I'm asking you to do for the next 7 days, just 7 days, on the 8th day you could go back to it. But I want you to see how it feels. Keep straight. I want you to see how it feels not to criticize anyone for the next 7 days. That's the first assignment. Number 2, establish at least 7 new mentors in your life. Get a financial mentor, get a business mentor, get a relationship mentor, get a social media mentor. Okay? Every day for the next 7 days, find a new mentor. If you don't have anyone in your phone book that you can call and ask questions, go on YouTube. There's tons of free mentorship. And then finally, for the next 24 hours, do not, I repeat, do not criticize yourself. And just let me know how that feels. If you could take action on that, I would appreciate you. Don't criticize yourself. Don't criticize yourself, because that combats the power of mentorship. Do you know you can have a powerful mentor in your life, and a critic could make you feel like you're crazy for being mentored? Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Critics versus mentors. The leaders, the dreamers, the thought leaders, the multimillionaires, the decamillionaires, they're the ones that spend less time with critics and more times with mentors. That's a big secret. Wow. Wow. I hope this spoke to you today. I hope it did. Critics versus mentor. Criticism is the opposite of mentorship. Yeah, right over there. So, I've got to catch a flight right now, but I appreciate you. I got to go be a great mentor. Have a great day. John Leslie Brown, reminding you, there's greatness in you. Don't criticize yourself for 24 hours. John Leslie Brown.
I was off rhythm looking at you guys off rhythm. I'm like, man, I just couldn't catch it.